Okay, okay. So I will definitely unmute the entire class. Okay. So after completion of the topic, just wait for some time. Let me discuss something. Then I will definitely hear from you. I will clear all your doubts. Just wait. Okay. So all of you, please uh, ask your friends to join the class. The class is getting started, all of you. 1 second. So welcome to Excel Vidyarthi once again, all of you. Yes. You cannot see the screen. Balraju, 1 second, 1 second. Yes, what happened? Kamlajit Singh.
Sir, may I know the reason why you called me, sir?
No. Actually, I need some contacts from your college in other branches. That's fine. Okay.
Okay, I will contact you after this class.
Yeah.
Sir.
I will just talk with you tomorrow in the morning. Okay. No problem.
Okay, sir.
No. And somebody was asking something. Only one people. Okay. Yes. Systems of forces. There is the case. Okay, all of you. Yes. Totally, how many types of force systems are there? Okay. So I'm just requesting you, all of you. Requesting you. Now I will start discussing all these force systems theoretically. After this one, after some 10 to 15 minutes, then I will give all the practical examples for you. Okay. But before going to the practical example, you have to discuss the theoretical part. Okay. For that, what you need is you need some patience in the classroom. Okay. Have some patience, stay in the classroom for some time. Then you can understand the beauty in the class, the beautifulness in the class. You can understand definitely. Okay. Yes. Totally, how many types of force systems are there? In general, we shall divide all the force systems into 4. Minimum we can divide 4. Maximum we can divide again and again. But majorly or minimum we have to discuss with 4 only. Okay. First one is coplanar concurrent. Next, coplanar non-concurrent, non-coplanar concurrent, non-coplanar non-concurrent. In the examination, it can be semester exam, it can be any competitive exam like GATE, and any exam it can be. Definitely one force system will be there. Okay. So depending upon the type of the force system, we have to apply either Lami's theorem or we have to apply either equations of equilibrium to get the answer. Okay. So when to apply Lami's theorem, when to apply equations of equilibrium, tomorrow and day after tomorrow, we have many number of classes for that, like equilibrium of a body, equations of equilibrium, Lami's theorem proof, many things are there. Okay. Today we are going to discuss about different types of force systems. Have some patience. Let me draw some figures. While drawing the figures, it will take some time. Okay. Now, just see all of you. Yes. Y-axis, X-axis, Z-axis. Okay. Right. So Y, X, and then Z. Now, I want to construct some planes inside it, like this. Can you say what is the type of the plane? What is the name of the plane? Can you say, all of you? Anybody? Okay, no problem. I'll just discuss with this one. Can I say, all of you, this becomes XY plane or not? This one. Why this is XY plane? Tell me, all of you. Because all of you, this is the area that is bounded by two number of axes, X and Y. Okay. So if any area is bounded by two number of axes, it is generally called as a plane. Okay. And since it is bounded between X and Y, it is generally called as XY plane. What about this one? This is bounded by Y and Z. Okay. Bounded by Y and Z. Therefore, this is the plane, all of you. Therefore, we can simply take it as YZ plane. In the same way, this can be definitely called as what, XZ plane. Therefore, I am taking this one as XZ plane. Are you following all of? Now just see here clearly. I'm not showing the body here. Okay, body can be having any position here. Body can have any dimension. Body can have any shape. It does not matter, all of you. Okay, so we have a body somewhere here. Now, for example, just see here. I'm having the force in this way. Number one. Okay, so number two. One by one we shall see. Two, and this is number four. Okay, this is number five. Okay, and this is number six. Okay, some six number of forces are there. Shall I say point all of you that all the six number of forces are acting in one plane or more than one plane? All the forces are acting in more than one plane. So two are acting in the XY plane, two are acting in YZ plane, two are acting in XZ. Therefore, all the forces are not acting in the single plane. Therefore, definitely this has to become what, yeah. I will give all the practical examples also. Before that, we have to go for theoretical example. That's it. Otherwise, not possible. Okay. Therefore, this becomes what, non-coplanar and next, what is that one? Next, what is that? Tell me, all of you, all these forces are acting at only one single point. If all the forces are acting at only one single point, it is called as concurrent. Am I right? But all the forces are not acting at the same point. This can be generally called as what, non-coplanar and non-concurrent force system. Are you following, all of you, clearly? I will show all the examples. Have some patience. There is a picture. Okay. So all of you, did you understand this one? First one, all of you. Okay. So this is the case. Now, I'm going for next case, all of you, like this. This way. That is, just observe, all of you. Now, 1 second. I have to draw the figures, otherwise not possible. So y-axis, x-axis, z-axis. Okay. So next thing, this is the xy plane we have, and this is what actually xz plane or zx plane, and this becomes what actually yz plane. Okay. So y-axis, z-axis, this becomes what? Sorry. X-axis, and this becomes what actually? Z-axis. Are you following all of this? Now, I am placing some force like this. Check it out. Okay. So mark some point here like this. We have a force in this way. We have a force in this way. We have a force in this way. And we have a force in this way. Okay. Now tell me, all of you, what is the type of the system it is? Yes. Can I say that all the forces F1, F2, F3, and F4 are acting at the same point, some point A or not? If all the forces are acting in the same point, it comes under what? Concurrent. Okay. But all the forces are not acting in the same plane. You can check, all of you. One is acting on z-axis, or we can say one is connected from where to where. Check, all of you. Your F3 is connected from a point lying on y-axis and a point lying on z-axis. Okay, ఒక పాయింట్ ఏమో y మీద ఉందండి, ఇంకో పాయింట్ z మీద ఉందండి. ఆ రెండు పాయింట్స్ ఈ ఫోర్స్ కనెక్ట్ చేస్తుందంటే అర్థం ఏంటంటే ఇట్ ఇస్ నాట్ యాక్టింగ్ ఇన్ వన్ ప్లేన్. Okay, moving from one axis to another axis. And here this one is acting in which plane? XY plane. This one is acting in the XY plane. And what about this one? This one is acting in the YZ. Now tell me, all of you, all the forces are acting in which plane? Acting in different planes. Therefore, definitely we can call this one as what? A non-coplanar and what is that one? Concurrent force system. Concurrent force system. That's it, all of you. Okay. Now I'm going for the next force system, all of you. Just check it. I will show all the practical exam, but you should have some patience. Okay. X, Y, Z. This is a picture. Okay. Now, this is the case we have, all of you. there is a case. Okay, so this becomes what actually the origin. Okay, now actually x, y, and then z. Now just see, I'm having only some 3 to 4 number of force like this. 1, 2, this one is 3. Now tell me all of you, what is the condition here? Can I say that F1, F2, F3, all the three are acting in the xz plane or not? All the three are acting in the xz plane. That means what? These are acting in the same plane, but not acting at the same point. Therefore, I am taking it as coplanar, okay, but non-concurrent, acting in the same plane, but not acting at the same. Therefore, it comes under coplanar and non-concurrent force system. So here I am writing it as actually and non-concurrent. See, next coming classes, we have to write the equations of equilibrium also for different systems of forces. Okay, so here only I will show one more force system. Why to draw one more figure once again, or we shall draw again? People will ask, sir, why you are not drawing one more figure like that? Okay, no problem. This is the case, all of you should have some patience. I told already. So 1, this one is 2, this one is 3. That's it. Okay. Y, x, this one is z. Okay, so I'm just taking some force like this, all of you, in this way. So 1, 2, this one is 3, this one is some 4. Okay, so this one is actually the force F1, F2, F3, and F. Okay, and this becomes some point A here. Now, can I say point all of you that all the forces are acting in the same plane or not? Yes. Okay, so all the forces are acting in the same plane. All are acting in the same plane, right? So can I say that coplanar or not? Yes. And all the forces are acting at the same point. These are acting in the YZ plane. Okay, at the same time, all are acting at the same point here. Same point, same plane. So therefore, we can take it as definitely a coplanar and a concurrent force system. Okay, so now we shall see different practical examples to understand the things clearly. Am I right? Okay, so all of you just tell me, just you something like a thumb, all of you. I will show practical examples also. You can ask some doubts. After showing practical examples, you can ask some doubts. I am ready with those things. No need to worry. Okay, come on, all of you, tell me. Give me a thumb. It is clear or not? Come on, please, all of you. Make it fast. Yes. Yes. Are respond here? Give some thumb. Everything is fine. Come on, please make it for respond. You have to respond here. Otherwise, I cannot move ahead.
Can you zoom out, sir?
Yes, please.
Can you zoom out?
Zoom out. This one.
Zoom out, sir. Yes, I want all the. I have to copy.
That is zoom in.
Okay.
See, Kamaljeet Singh, actually, you cannot have that much time to note down. You do one thing,
okay,
while discussing, you just note down. Okay. No need to worry. No need to worry. This video is getting recorded. This will be available definitely in the as a YouTube link. This will be available as a YouTube link. No need to worry, Kamaljeet. Okay. Because it will take some time, because we have only half an hour left. Many things we have to do now. That's
yes, sir. Definitely.
no problem. Okay. So this is the case, all of you. Different types of force system. Just wait up, please. 1 second, 1 second. Now I will just 24. Yes. Okay. You just tell me what is the type of the force system, all of you. Everybody, 1 second. I will just give some conditions for you. So many practical examples are ahead, all of you. Please don't leave the class. We'll be having very good thing, all of you. Yes, all of you, now you can say what is the type of the force system it is. You can say, come on, all of you. Yes, you can say, you can speak now, all of you. Come on, please. What is type of the force system, all of you, please? You cannot speak.
Coplanar, non-concurrent.
Coplanar and
Non-concurrent.
non-concurrent force system. Any other things from any side, all of you? Yes, you can just see, all of you. In the examination, this will be definitely given. No need to worry about that. Okay, so X and this one is Y. I will just say a simple point for you. Some of you may have a doubt, sir. This can be 3D also. If it is 3D, definitely in the examination, Z will be also given for you. Remember this point, all of you. This is a 3-dimensional force system. Definitely Z axis kuda istadu vadu in the exam. Are you following what I am trying to say? What in case AV axis ganaka iవ్వకపోతే, A figure ganaka iవ్వకపోతే, definitely it has to represent 2D. Okay, so 100% this has to become what, you know, a coplanar. And tell me, all of you, all the forces are acting at same point or different points? Yes, one is acting at A, one is acting at B. Yes, C, one is acting at D, one is acting at point E. Therefore, it has to become definitely coplanar and non-concurrent. Non-concurrent in the sense acting at many points, at different points, we can say. If all are acting at the same point, concurrent. Okay, if any other point is there, it becomes non-concurrent. Okay, all of you. Okay, now just tell me what about this force system. Can you see the screen, all of you? Yes, tell me please, what is force system? It's an exercise.
Non-coplanar, concurrent.
అరే ఇప్పుడు దాకా మనం నేర్చుకున్న థియరిటికల్ పార్ట్ ఇది ఎక్సర్సైజ్ అండి, అర్థం చేసుకోవాలి. బ్లైండ్ గా see I can do some problems in the class, I can leave. No, it is not the procedure. We have to learn theoretical part. Okay, now tell me. Yes,
Non-coplanar and concurrent.
how it is non-coplanar? What do we have Z axis there? We have only X and Y. We have only X and Y.
But sir, it is in another plane, no sir?
No. See, this is actually X only, you know. See. This is X only.
Yes,
this is negative X. This is positive X.
Yes.
But we don't have Z axis, no.
If it is mentioned that as Z, then it will be non.
Yeah, if Z is given, this should be the case for Z actually. I will show it. Next will be Z only. I will just show. Okay. So here this becomes what, you know, 100% this becomes what? A coplanar. All of you, are you following, please?
Yes, sir.
Coplanar. And I can say all are acting at the same point. You can just transmit all these three. Upon transmission of the force, all are meeting at a point, has to meet definitely. Okay, and this will become definitely what, you know, yes, a concurrent. Just take it as some origin point O. Therefore, I am taking it as coplanar and concurrent force system. That's it. Are you following, all of you? I hope this is fine. Okay. Next case, shall I go for? Yes. Now tell me what about this one? Yes. Everybody has to talk. Array, class to 26 members are all of you. Everybody has to talk.
Sir, there is no X and Y mentioned, no, sir.
No. I didn't say that X and Y should be mentioned always. X and Y may not be mentioned always, all of you. Okay. X and Y may not be always mentioned. I will say one point. If Z is mentioned, it becomes 3D. If nothing is mentioned, it becomes XY. Again, I am repeating. If Z is there, it becomes 3D. If nothing is given, it becomes 2D. Means coplanar.
It is coplanar concurrent.
Coplanar?
Concurrent.
Coplanar is correct. Concurrent or non-concurrent?
Concurrent.
Concurrent? Only?
Yes, sir.
Concurrent
only?
only?
One force, no, sir.
Concurrent only? Okay, I will just see. I will just say that. Okay. Everybody, are you there? You have to talk. Say something. But don't create disturbance.
How it is concurrent?
Just I'm joking. Tell me, please. Coplanar and
How it is concurrent, sir?
No. I haven't accepted for concurrent.
Only one force is acting, no, sir?
Yeah, no. We have 3 forces there. We shall see. Okay. Now just
Sir,
observe.
one is there, no, sir.
Wait. I will clear this one. All of you, are you there in the class? Okay. So this one is very important point. Now here the actual engineering mechanics starts. The actual subject starts here only. Okay. Now just see, all of you. If you just see this point C here, can you see, all of you, at point C, how many forces are acting? At point C, we have a force acting in the cable AC. We have a force acting in the cable AC, and we have a force acting in the cable. We have a force acting in the cable BC also. Therefore, this becomes what, tension in the force in the cable AC and tension in the cable BC or some CB, anything. Okay. Now you separate this point C outside. What happens? Tell me. This point C in body this one. This is 500. This one is TAC, and this one is TCB. Am I right, all of you? Yes. Okay. So this one is 5 C, TAC, and TCB. Now tell me, all of you, you forget about this figure. You forget about this figure now. Okay. Now I was separating only the point C from the figure. Now tell me which type of force system it is. Can I say this has to be definitely coplanar and concurrent or not?
Concurrent only, sir. Concurrent only.
Concurrent and coplanar. Acting in the same plane, kada? And this is not Z axis here. This is acting in the same plane. Z is not given here. Coplanar and concurrent is system. Now I'm having a small question. I'm having a small doubt. Everybody have to answer my question, all of you. Very important discussion. Okay. After separating the point C and a C is separate chase in Tarvata, it is coplanar and concurrent. Okwaina C is separate cheyakunda. Total body ni ganaka manam teeskunte. If you take total body, can you say what is the force system acting on this total body, all of?
Same, sir. Coplanar and concurrent only, sir.
No.
It's in one plane only, no, sir.
I am asking about it is coplanar only. I am asking it is concurrent or non-concurrent. Okay, just see. I think you heard about hinge support. See, this one is hinge. This one is a hinge. Okay, you can just understand. Patience, you can understand everything. Okay. If you draw the free body diagram, what happens? These are the reaction forces acting at the hinge. X and Y. X and Y lines. Okay. So these are actually XA, YA, XB, YB, XB. Now this is actually the free body diagram for the entire body. Total body free body diagram ఇది. ఇప్పుడు చెప్పండి all of you, ఈ ఫిగర్ మొత్తం చూసుకొని చెప్పండి, తీసుకొని చెప్పండి, what is type of the force system we have? Tell me all of you.
Coplanar non-concurrent.
Coplanar non-concurrent. Because if we consider the
Yes, entire body. Okay, for example, just see, I am taking only the point A now. Point A ఒక్కటే తీసుకుందాం. Point A ని separate చేయండి. If you separate the point A, then what happens? Tell me. I am separating point A. What happens? You know, one is XA, one is YA. Next, this one is what? The tension in the string. Are you following what I am trying to say? Okay, or you can just mark with the blue line.
Sir, may I know the question, sir?
Yes, tension
Like,
force will be always acting away from the body under consideration. Okay, so if you are studying from here, listen carefully what I am trying to say. Okay, if you are studying from here, it will act away. If you are studying from here, it will act away. For tensile, I am saying, for tensile. If it is compressed, it becomes opposite. Okay, so ఈ arrows, ఈ senses ఇవన్నీ కొంచెం టైం పడుతుంది. నెక్స్ట్ కమింగ్ రియాక్షన్స్ వస్తే సెన్స్ అవన్నీ వస్తాయి, 1 by 1 వస్తాయి. నెక్స్ట్ ఈస్ ది ఇంటరాక్షన్ పార్ట్. డోంట్ వరీ అబౌట్ ది డైరెక్షన్స్ ఆల్ ఆఫ్ యు నో. ఓకే, బట్ దీస్ ఆర్ పర్ఫెక్ట్ డైరెక్షన్స్ ఐ am saying all of you. Got the point? And these wait. This one is the point A, this is XA, this one is YA. Okay, and this one is what, you know, T suffix As. Now this becomes what, you know, concurrent and coplanar. If you take entire body, all of you, it becomes what? Definitely coplanar and non-concurrent. మనం తెలుసుకోవాలి. As a part of mechanics, we have to learn all these things.
సార్ ఒకసారి నాన్ కాన్కరెంట్ ఎట్లా ఒకసారి రిపీట్ చేయండి సార్.
కంకరెంట్ అంటే ఏంటంటేనమ్మా, అన్ని ఫోర్సెస్ ఒక పాయింట్ దగ్గర యాక్ట్ అవ్వాలి. ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ పాయింట్ తీసుకుందామండి, ఇది ఒక పాయింట్. ఈ పాయింట్ దగ్గర అన్ని ఫోర్స్ కనుక యాక్ట్ అవుతుంటే దీన్ని కంకరెంట్ అంటాం. ఓకేనా? ఇప్పుడు నేనేమంటున్నానంటే ఈ ఫిగర్ మొత్తంలో ఈ సి అనే పాయింట్ మనం సపరేట్ చేసాం. ఈ సిని కనుక సపరేట్ చేస్తే ఈ 3 ఫోర్సెస్ ఒక పాయింట్ దగ్గర యాక్ట్ అవుతున్నాయి, అవునా కదా? కాబట్టి ఇది ఏమవుతుంది? కంకరెంట్. సిని కనుక సపరేట్ చేయకుండా, ఏని కనుక సపరేట్ చేయకుండా, ఏమి సపరేట్ చేయకుండా టోటల్ బాడీని మొత్తాన్ని కనుక మనం ఒకే బాడీ కింద తీసుకుంటే, if you take this body as single body and if you study and if you analyze the force system by applying some equations of equilibrium like sigma fx, sigma m is equal to 0, then this has to become definitely a non-concurrent. Why non-concurrent? Because all the forces are acting at 3 different points, A, B and C, 3 different points act. It becomes non-concurrent and a coplanar force system. Cheppandi, inka doubts unte cheppandi, I'll explain.
Sir, shall I?
Yes, tell me please.
Sir, like what will be the question for this particular diagram? Like, will they ask at particular point C or will they ask for the whole diagram?
No. They will be asking, determine the reactions at A and B. You have to calculate XA, YA, XP and YB. Reaction force calculate cheyamani adugutaru. Reaction force calculate cheyalante we have to draw the complete free body diagram. Okay, right? So after drawing the diagram, you have to apply the equations of equilibrium. Okay, number of equations of equilibrium depends upon type of the force system acting on the body. I told 4 number of force systems, all of you. For 4 number of force systems, we have different sets of equations of equilibrium. Okay, so దాని కోసం ఇవన్నీ 1 by 1 లింక్డ్ అండి. ఓకే, ఎగ్జామ్ లో మిమ్మల్ని ఏ టైప్ ఆఫ్ ఫోర్స్ సిస్టమ్ అడగడు. ఎగ్జామ్ లో మిమ్మల్ని అడిగేది ఏంటి అంటే ఈ రియాక్షన్ ఫోర్స్ ఎంత, ఈ టెన్షన్ ఫోర్స్ ఎంత వాడు క్యాలిక్యులేట్ చేయమంటారు. టీఏబి ఎంత, టీఏసి ఎంత వాడు క్యాలిక్యులేట్ చేయమంటారు. ఇవి క్యాలిక్యులేట్ చేయాలంటే ఈక్వేషన్స్ ఆఫ్ ఈక్విలిబ్రియం రాయాలి. ఈక్వేషన్స్ ఆఫ్ ఈక్విలిబ్రియం రాయాలి అంటే we should know what is the type of the force system acting on the body, because all the type of the force system may not have the same number of equations of equilibrium in that case. Okay, enough. Now tell me what is the force system here. Come on please. Are you looking into the figure? Are figure clear ga unda? Yes please, 1 second. Okay, come on, tell me what is type of force system.
Non-coplanar concurrent.
Hmm.
Non-coplanar concurrent, sir.
ఇంకా ఇంకేమైనా ఉన్నాయా? Yes, 100% what you said is right. Okay, so you can check all of you here. We have x-axis, y, z, x, y, z. Blindly I can say it becomes non-coplanar because all the forces are not acting in the same plane. Antega? Okay, can you say what are the forces acting here? One is the tension in the string AB, tension in the string AC, and tension in the string AD. We have all of you like this. We have 3 number of tensions here like this in the string. Now can you say what happens? All of you. So I can say definitely all these forces are acting at only one single point at A. Therefore, this becomes what? Non-coplanar and concurrent force system. That's it. Are you following all of you? Are you getting some subject or not? Excel Vidyarthi will give a plenty of subject for you. No need to worry. My name is not Excel Vidyarthi. Okay, my name is Shrikant. Okay, so my platform name is Excel Vidyarthi. Okay. Okay, shall we go for next one?
Other than mechanics and drawing also, sir.
No. I will be, see, right now we have only 2 courses, mechanics and drawing. That's it. Okay. Right?
But we even teach other subjects also.
No. Actually, I am from mechanical background. I will be teaching gate subjects. Okay. So these 2 subjects are from mechanic. These 2 subjects has to be taught by a mechanical faculty only. Okay. So before I was teaching gate subjects, I was teaching these subjects as assistant professor in engineering colleges in Andhra Pradesh. For 9 years I was teaching actually, and I had produced 100% pass percentage for mechanics and drawing. Okay, number of times in JNTU Kakinada region. Okay, so I was just starting my own platform to prove ourselves in the market. There is a case. Okay, so what I can teach is drawing and mechanics only because I belongs to mechanical background. I cannot teach any maths. I can teach maths, but it should not be done. It has to be done by only maths faculty. Okay. Yes. Are what about this one? Tell me. Yes.
Non-coplanar, non-concurrent.
Non-coplanar.
Non-concurrent.
Non-concurrent.
Yes, sir.
Any more things are there? Any more options are there? Yes.
No, sir, only that.
Yes, we have X here, we have Z here, and actually is
Coplanar non-concurrent, sir.
Non-coplanar. Actually, Y is missing here. Y axis unnam ikkada. Okay, so X, Y, Z. 100% this is non-coplanar only. Okay, but can you see the forces? This one is acting here, one is acting here. Yeah, one is acting here, here, and here. Okay, so all the forces are not acting in the same plane. It comes under what? See, this is acting along Y axis, acting along Y. Okay, and these acting on X, but acting at a point on X. Therefore, this becomes what? Non-coplanar and non-concurrent also. Okay, now tell me what, Kamaljit, what you were saying.
Yeah, I had the same doubt, sir. Like the force was coming from the Y axis, no? But it was sitting on the X and Z plane only.
Yes.
So I thought it is a coplanar.
Yeah. See, now I am saying a very important point for you. Some of you may have a doubt like this. Just see here, sir. Just see. I am saying a very important point, all of you. Everybody has to listen. Okay. If I remove this 40, now tell me, all of you, if I remove this 40 and if I remove this 12 also, tell me what happens now.
It's concurrent, sir. Sorry, coplanar.
Non-concurrent.
Sorry, coplanar.
Non-concurrent.
Coplanar.
Non-concurrent and
Coplanar.
Coplanar.
non-coplanar. You know what is the meaning of coplanar? Acting in the same plane. If you observe carefully, these two are perpendicular to the plane XZ, not parallel to XZ. Are you following what I'm saying? Check.
How, sir?
Wait. See, this is x-axis. This one is z-axis. Can I say all of you, this becomes your XZ plane or not? Is it XZ plane or not? XZ. Now tell me all of you, here, this is perfectly perpendicular to XZ plane or not? And this is also perpendicular to XZ plane. See all of you, this is XZ plane, right? Right. All of you, see. This is XZ plane, right? XZ. Now your force is like this. This is perpendicular to XZ plane. When this is parallel to XZ plane, it has to lie like this. This becomes parallel to XZ plane. Are you following all of you?
So
Yes,
when
sir.
it is perpendicular, it cannot
It is
be.
not parallel. It is not parallel. You know what is parallel? The force should lie totally on the plane. It should lie totally on the plane. This is parallel. I told these points in engineering drawing for you. In the engineering drawing, I told projection of lines. A line parallel to one plane, perpendicular other, I told clearly. So those basics we have to bring out here. This is actually parallel to a plane. And this can be like this. This can be like this. It can be like this. It can be like this. It can be anyway. Anyway, it can be. It can be anyway like this. But it should not be like this. It should not be like this. It should not like this. But it should be definitely lying on totally on the body like this. This is parallel to XZ plane. Okay. Now you can see. For example, just see, I'm having a force like this in this way. I'm having a force like this in this way. Now this is lying in the XZ plane.
So that is coplanar.
Yes. Okay. Now just when we can say it is coplanar, again one doubt is there. Just see, I am removing these two also now. And I am removing this one. Okay. I am removing this one. And I am removing this one also here. Okay. Now just see, I will just place one more force here like this. One second. Okay. And I will just place one more force like this. I will just place one more force like this. And is one more. Now tell me, how many forces are acting on the body now? Tell me.
4.
Yes, 1, 2, 3, 4. All these 4 are acting in the same plane. This can be called as perfectly coplanar.
Coplanar.
Understand?
Sir, can you explain again, sir? I didn't get you.
Which one you are asking?
This one, sir.
This one.
Whatever you said.
Okay. Coplanar means the force should totally lie in a plane. Now tell me, this is lying in this plane or not? This is lying in this plane. These also lying in this plane, and these also lying in this plane. But these perpendicular to this plane, and these perpendicular to this plane. For example, yes, I'm having a force in this way like this. Just see, connecting from here to here. From where to where? See, one point is here, one point is on y-axis. This is not coplanar, this is actually non-coplanar again. Okay, the force should lie totally on the plane. Okay, so this is the force and this is the plane. It's perpendicular. It is inclined, again inclined, again inclined, again inclined, but this is parallel, totally lying in the plane. Okay, but the force can be in this way, the force can be in this way, the force can be in this way, the force can be in this way. Anyway, it can.
If it makes any angle, then
Yes.
it's non-coplanar.
Yes. That more than that one point can be the force should totally lie in the plane here. The distance.
Okay.
See, for example, I'll just say one more thing I will say. For example, see, there is the line, right? There is the line AB, point A, point B, and there is the plane now. Okay, all of you. Now tell me. So this is the plane now. Okay. Now tell me, if this is the position of the line, okay, tell me what happens. So from point A and point B, can I say that the distance are equidistant or no? From A and B, we have equal distance. If it is the case, then what happens? Tell me. Inclined. This one, parallel. Again, this one, parallel. Parallel in the
So
sense.
it is above
Parallel
the
in the
plane
ends.
also?
Yes. Both the ends, NDA and NB, the distance from NDA and NB to the plane should be equal. The distance are 0. NDA is lying on the plane. NB is also lying on the plane. Both ends are lying on the plane. Distance are 0. Therefore, this is perfectly parallel to the plane. That's it. Are you following all of what I'm trying to say?
Sir, if it is above the plane but parallel
If it is above the plane, parallel.
and still parallel.
Then it can be sometimes in the space also. That one you can understand if you go for projection of lines.
Okay, sir.
Okay. And these are actual figure. Okay. Therefore, this can be called as, here I am writing, non-coplanar and non-concurrent. Okay, that is the case. So all of it, these are different types of force sections we have generally in the what we can say in the examination point of view. Even for any semester examination, or we can say any type of what we can say competitive examination, these things are required for you all of you. Once if you start doing the problems, you can understand what is the importance of these types of force sections. Okay, all of you. Okay, yes. Yes. Akash, you are saying something. One second. Yes, Akash.
Sir, can you upload this video in YouTube today? As I this class.
Yeah. ఇది రికార్డ్ అవుతుంది ఆకాష్.
Sure.
రికార్డ్ అవుతుంది. ఇది ఫస్ట్ ఏంటంటే క్లాస్ అయిపోగానే డౌన్లోడ్ అవ్వాలి. డౌన్లోడ్ అయ్యేసరికి హాఫ్ అన్ అవర్ పడుతుంది. మళ్ళీ యూట్యూబ్ లో అప్లోడ్ చేయడానికి 20 minutes పడుతుంది, అంటే 50 minutes పడుతుంది. ఓకే, అయిపోతే వాళ్ళు నైట్ చేస్తారు, లేకపోతే రేపు మార్నింగ్ కల్లా అప్లోడ్ చేస్తాను. ఓకే, ఆ లింక్ మన గ్రూప్ లో ఉంటుంది. రేపు మార్నింగ్ కల్లా లింక్ మన గ్రూప్ లో ఉంటుంది. డోంట్ వరీ, ఆర్ మాక్సిమం బై ఆఫ్టర్నూన్ టుమారో. బట్ నా సజెషన్ ఏంటంటే, ఆ లింక్ కన్నా మీరు క్లాస్ లో ఉంటే, మీరు క్లాస్ లో ఉండి కనుక క్లాస్ వింటే డౌట్స్ అడగొచ్చు. డౌట్స్ అడిగితే ఆ ఇంటరాక్షన్ వేరే ఉంటుంది. అర్థమవుతుందా?
అంటే ఈ క్లాస్ వీడియోలో
ఇక్కడ ఓకే, నో ప్రాబ్లం. ఒక్కోసారి ఇక్కడ యాక్చువల్ గా మనకు కావాల్సిన ఎక్సెల్ విద్యార్థికి మాకు కావాల్సింది ఏంటంటే, స్టూడెంట్స్ కి కాన్సెప్ట్ అర్థం కావాలి. నెంబర్ ఆఫ్ వ్యూస్ కాదు, నెంబర్ ఆఫ్ సబ్స్క్రిప్షన్స్ కాదు. ఓకే, నెంబర్ ఆఫ్ సబ్స్క్రైబర్స్ కావాలంటే వీ కెన్ బ్రింగ్ ఫ్రమ్ ఎనీవేర్ అండ్ ఐ కెన్ ఫోర్స్ఫుల్లీ బ్రింగ్ ఆన్ టు యూ. దట్ ఈస్ యువర్ విష్. సబ్స్క్రైబింగ్ అనేది మీ ఇష్టం, మీ ఇంట్రెస్ట్ బట్టి ఉంటుంది. ఓకే, బట్ హియర్ ద పాయింట్ ఈస్ వాట్ యు నో, స్టూడెంట్స్ షుడ్ అండర్స్టాండ్ ద కాన్సెప్ట్. అట్ ద సేమ్ టైం సబ్స్క్రిప్షన్ ఆల్సో రిక్వైర్డ్, కావాలి, బట్ నాట్ మ్యాండటరీ. ఎందుకంటే ఈ 10 days కోర్స్ అయిన తర్వాత we will be making some shortcut videos on drawing and mechanics. ఎవరైతే సబ్స్క్రైబ్ చేసుకోలేదో యూట్యూబ్ లో, వాళ్ళకి ఆ వీడియోస్ రావు, అంతే. దట్స్ ఇట్, సింపుల్ లాజిక్.
థాంక్యూ.
రైట్. ఓకే, సో వీడియోస్ అప్లోడ్ చేస్తాం, నో నీడ్ టు వరీ. ఓకే ఆకాష్. సో ఆల్ ఆఫ్ యు, వి షల్ గో ఫర్ ఏ ప్రాబ్లం. Yes. What about this question, please? Very simple question I am doing. The question చూద్దాం. This question is given for JN2 Kakinada. Okay, anywhere syllabus is same. Don't think, sir, I belong to JN2 Anantapur. I am not JN2 Kakinada. I belong to JN2 Hyderabad. Don't say those things. Okay, the syllabus is common everywhere. Okay, So listen those things. This question is given for JNTU Kakinada for 8 marks. Set number 1, January 2020. Last year is given. Okay. Okay. 3 forces of magnitude 40, 50, and 20 are acting at the same point O. Means what? Concurrent. Tell me, all of you. Acting at same point means what?
Concurrent.
Concurrent. Super. He is giving concurrent. Okay. The angles made by 40, 15, and 20 force with the x-axis are 60, 120, and 240 respectively. Determine the magnitude of resultant of the reaction. I will bring out. Okay. Tell me, it is concurrent, but coplanar or non-coplanar?
Coplanar.
Coplanar. Very good. Because there is no scope of z-axis. అరే ఇంకోటి చెప్తామేనండి, ఇది కనుక నాన్ కోప్లార్ అయితే డెఫినెట్ గా వాడు ఫిగర్ ఇస్తాడు. ఎందుకంటే ఇది నాన్ కోప్లార్ అయితే ఏంటండి 3D అవుతుంది. 3D అంటే ఫిగర్ మనం ఎలా చేస్తాం? ఫిగర్ వాడు ఇస్తేనే మనం గీస్తాం, వాడికి కూడా మనం ఏం చేస్తాం? నాట్ పాసిబుల్. ఓకే, సో ఏం చేద్దాం? జస్ట్ అబ్జర్వ్ ఆల్ ఆఫ్ యూ 1 second. సో ఫస్ట్ ఆఫ్ ఆల్ ద పాయింట్ ఇస్ x axis, right? Y axis. Okay, x axis, y axis. Totally how many forces are acting? చూద్దాం. First one is 40, right? Next one is how much? 15. Next one is 20. We shall see the angles. Okay, no need to worry. Positive x, negative x, positive y, negative y. Okay, so this one is how much? 40 kilo. This one is 15 kilo. This one is 20. And all are acting at which point? Andy? Point O. What is the angle made? Check all of you what you were saying. Angle made, how much it is? Array, first one is how much? 60. Am I right, all of you? Check
Yes,
it.
sir. 60.
Second thing is 120. This is 120. He was saying this one is 120. అంటే అరే ఇది 120 అంటే జనరల్ ఇది ఎంత ఉంటుందండి? 90. అంతేనా? This is 90. If it is 90, remaining has to become how much? 30. Am I right, all of you? అంతే కదా? Yes. Next thing is what? 240. ఇది మొత్తం 240 అంటండి. సో ఈ 240లో ఇది ఎంత అండి? 180. ఇదంతా 180 కదా. Therefore, this has to become how much? Definitely 60. Shall I explain once again? Yes. Okay, so no assumption. This is given in the figure. Okay, this is given in the problem. So 40 is making 60 with x. అయిపోయింది. Next 15 is making 120 అంటున్నాడు. అంటే ఏమంటున్నాడంటే వాడు ఈ యాంగిల్ 120 అంటున్నాడు. ఓకే, నేనేమంటున్నానంటే ఇది 90 కాబట్టి ఇది ఎంత అవుతుందిరా? 30. అంతేనా? చూడండి all of you. Right? Next thing is what? 240. Okay, so ఇది 240 కాబట్టి, okay, can I say all of you that this has to become 180 or not? Straight line angle ఎంత రా? 180 కదా. Therefore, if it is 180, this has to become how much? Definitely 60. We got all the angles, all of you happily. Okay, so finally what I can say now, 40 is making 60 with x, 15 is making 30 with y, 20 is making 60 with x. Okay, now what we shall do? Resolution is చెప్పాం కదా clearly. Okay, this has to become how much? 40 cos 60, 40 sin 60. I told yesterday clearly what is sin and cos. Okay, 60 is made with x, కాబట్టి x will become cos, y will become sin. ఇప్పుడు చూడండి, 30 is made with what? Y. Therefore, y will become cos 15 cos 30. Okay, it has to become 15 sin 30. Are you following all of you? Okay, therefore, this is nothing but what?
Repeat, sir.
Okay, 20 cos 60, 20 sin 60. Next is ఏంట్రా అంతే కాంపోనెంట్స్ అయిపోయినాయి ఫైనల్ 6 కాంపోనెంట్స్ ఉన్నాయి. So we have to bring out what actually resultant, right? Resultant is equal to r is equal to root over, we can take it as summation of fx square plus summation of fy square. So what is summation of fx? What are the forces acting in x direction? 40 cos 60, 15 sin 30, 20 cos. But these two are acting towards negative x. But these acting towards positive x. కాబట్టి ఏం చేద్దామంటే plus 40 cos 60 minus 15 into sin 30 minus 20 multiplied by cos 60. What about summation of fy? Okay, so vertical upward, upward, this one is downward. Okay, so 40 sin 60 okay, so 15 multiplied by cos 30 minus 20 sin 60. Okay, you substitute these two, you can bring out r value, and finally we can write the direction tan alpha is equal to summation of fy by summation of fx. We can bring out the value of alpha. And what is alpha stands for? Alpha is the angle made by the resultant force, or also called as simply direction of the force. Very, very important.